guys, we're going to quickly run through that little review. We definitely went through this PowerPoint together, so you guys should know the majority of this. At the end of this, we're going to get a little bit more into our computers and incorporate technology into this. Something that you guys already have done, and I made a little different this time around because you guys love it every time you do it. So, again, remind me, now that I don't have the definitions of igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks, remind me what those are made of. How are those formed? Bruce? Yeah, they're made by minerals. Remember how we talked about minerals are little pieces of rock that are compacted together to form different types of rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's go ahead and talk about more. We didn't get into the properties of rocks. So what are some properties of rocks that you guys can list out for me? There's a bunch of different types of properties. Who did?
Some of them can be smooth, like from
Smooth.
lakes.
Yes, smooth. We're talking about the texture of rocks.
Rough.
Okay, yes, Ludin, remember to raise your hand, okay? Okay. Small or big, okay, that's a good descriptive word. Let's see, Amaya. Flaky, okay, that's a good one. It's a good property. Abayomi. Huh? Smooth, okay, yes. Ludin had said that earlier. Michaela? Bumpy, okay. What are some other ones? Remember how we talked about how some rocks glow in the dark with that blue light? Genesis?
Elusive.
Lucid, okay, that's a good descriptive word. I like that.
Rugged.
Rugged, that's a good one too. Let's see. So some of the other properties of matter that we didn't mention. Let's see. We talk about, hardness is a good one. Don't we know that some rocks are hard and some rocks are not hard? Which one is one of the hardest rocks that we know? What's one of the hardest rocks that we know that's the toughest? Catherine. Diamond, yeah, that's a good one. Let's think about other properties of matter. We did talk about, you know what's a good one? Transparency. Do you guys know what transparency means? What does transparent or transparency mean? Tati. Yeah, see-through, right? Did you guys know that some rocks can actually be see-through? Yeah. Like, remember how we talked about quartz? How quartz is almost kind of see-through? It's very translucent, even though it's like a whitish, opaque color. It's very translucent. Alright, so we went through all the properties of rocks, or at least the majority of them that I think that we're going to cover. We went through the definitions of the classifications for rock, which are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. We also now know the definition, or the difference between weathering and erosion, okay? So we're going to jump into, go ahead, open your laptops, and we're going to jump into, what is it, Lumio? I told you it was going to be something that you guys like. Now, the first one that we're going to go through is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that one. So I'm going to walk you guys through that before we start.
I miss Lumio.
Yeah, this just comes up first, as the way.
Okay, perfect. One.
Lumioclass.com.
Waiting for 21 others. 21 others to connect. Oh, okay. Look at you guys.
Miss Perez, I don't understand this. Look.
If you guys go to the portal, you
So we're not starting yet because you logged in, but we're not
it
starting
says-
yet.
It says that welcome student sign in. I don't have a school account on it today.
No, sorry.
Just sign in. Yes. Yeah, sign in.
Thank you.
Then I'll ask which Gmail you are.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, you
Flip
switched
out
it.
first.
Oh,
I
okay.
like that would be better. I
Yes,
do.
with your account. And you should be ready. What do we do with the
So guys, once you log in, why don't you wait for me to give you instructions until everyone logs in? So we have 18 people logged in. We're just waiting for 5 more people to finish logging in. Once those 5 people log in, we'll go ahead and begin. I'll go ahead and start off by modeling the first question. We'll go through the first question, which you guys are already pros at. And you guys should be able to do the rest of it together. Alright, so waiting on 5, 4. Who needs help logging in?
Oh, they're just like cards that you can flip and touch.
Yeah, but you're not touching anything yet, right? So once you get onto the screen and you're logged in, tilt your screen down. Don't start. Put your screen down so I know that you're ready to start. Don't close it. If your screen is open and up, you're still logging in. So I can try and help you. Don't close it. Just give them a moment. Or just take a moment to go ahead and log in. Once you're done, tilt your screen. Thank you, Caleb. Solomon, are you supposed to tilt your screen still? Just give it a couple more minutes and then we'll go ahead and start once we get everyone. You got it, Bruce? Alright, waiting on one more. No worries. No worries. Alright, we're just waiting on Yemmer because his computer's a little slow today. It's just loading. Maya, you signed in? Go ahead and flip your screen, okay? Sorry guys, just a little technical difficulties.
What if you touch the cards?
Genesis, remember what I said? Remember what I said? We're not starting yet.
If you touch the cards and start it?
Well, it's fine. We'll go back to it. You can undo it once we open it up.
You can undo it. Wait, what happened?
You don't. You're like 10 steps ahead, and I'm like over here. I'm not there yet. So once we get there, I'll talk to you about it. Don't stress. This is fun stuff. Okay. We're just
I'm
waiting on
sorry,
you.
my anxiety just takes over sometimes.
I'm not in trouble.
I know I'm not in trouble. I'm just worried about what will happen since I touch the cards.
You know what helps me de-stress? That's a deep breath.
You
No, you hold it in for 2. You hold it in for 3 seconds, and then you breathe out for 4.
Is there something?
But if you practice that, it actually does help.
You have to be quiet.
But again, you're steps ahead. I'm not there yet. The other one?
Yeah, either that one or that. I don't know if that one is done.
I think I might be. This one already.
He just has to log in as himself.
Oh.
Just sign up.
Thank you guys for waiting so patiently. I might give you guys a great reward after this since you guys are doing so good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really impressed with you guys today. The way that you guys have lined up today, lined up for recess quietly, or in the hallways quietly where I didn't have to remind you. And it's Friday, so I'm honestly impressed. I'm proud of you guys.
She's impressed because it's Friday. Amber, you should do it. Imagine you can leave before
Technology, it's either a blessing or a curse.
What?
I said technology, it's either a blessing or it's a curse. So I'm saying that with technology, there's a lot of pros to it, right? There's a lot of good things that come out of technology. But then at the same time, there's a lot of negative things like this, right? We're sitting here waiting for like 8 minutes for a computer to load. So you get what I mean? which has pros, or
A
or
curve.
has cons, which is like negatives.
But Miss Press.
Yeah.
Should we just start without him?
No. Because how would you feel if we started without you?
It happened before, and I just asked for the number has one.
It hasn't happened before with me. But I started without you guys? Without you? Was it because of technical difficulties, or was it because of what?
Did you know
When?
that Miss Press, you know, it was when you Are you lying? Or no?
Look at
not lying.
That's different though, because we only have 30 minutes for science. Today we have a little bit more than 30 minutes. I think maybe a little less than an hour just before lunch.
25th last day.
So we have some time. With science in the morning though, it's tough because we literally only have 30 minutes. Right now we're at 30 o'clock. Alright. Alright. Got it. Now, we're gonna open your computers, but I'm gonna model this one for you guys, okay? So have it open on your screen and I'm gonna walk through it with you guys, okay? Some of these you guys haven't done before. At the end of this, we are gonna do a monster quiz.
Okay, so it's gonna teach us?
Huh? Well, I'm going to show you guys the first few ones. So I'm going to show you guys this one. So we're going to start with the flip out. I don't know if you guys have done this before. So you have the descriptions of different rocks that are formed different ways. I want you guys to go ahead. We're going to guess the first one. We're going to do this one together. It says, the first one says formed. I think we could zoom in on this. There we go. The first one says formed from pieces of rock, mineral sediments, and the remaining of living things that pile up in riverbeds, lake bottoms, or the ocean floor. All of you guys should have your hands raised because with the review that we went over, it was way too good for not all of you guys to have your hands raised. Baby, go ahead. Do you want to share? No? Okay. Who else? Who else wants to show off? I know you guys know it. You guys should have your hands raised.
Elijah, raise your hand.
Let's see. Do I have to give rewards out at the end of this?
Ooh, yeah, I will raise your hand.
Darren.
A sedimentary.
Sedimentary rocks. We know that sedimentary rocks are formed from pieces of rocks, minerals, sediments, and the remaining of living things that pile up in riverbeds, lakes, bottoms, and the ocean floor. Boom. You are right. Nice job. Round of applause for Darren.
But mine is in the
Existing rocks that have been changed by heat and pressure deep in Earth's crust. So this is an existing rocks that have been changed by heat and pressure. Rocks that have been changed with heat and pressure. What is the name of that rock? Name that rock. Name that rock. Andy. What was it? I wouldn't say it's igneous, but those are two choices. So we do have igneous rocks, and then we have another one that's I'm trying to find someone who I haven't called on today. Perla. Metamorphic. Yes, existing rocks that may have been changed by heat and pressure. So yes, Mandy, you are right. Igneous rocks are formed by heat, but they're actually not formed by pressure. So that's the main difference between metamorphic and igneous, is that one is formed by heat and pressure, and one is just formed from heat. But great job, Mandy. Yes, existing rocks are metamorphic rocks. So we know this last one, if we read it all together, all of you guys should have your hands raised. Elijah. Yes. Formed by high pressure, temperature, magma, or lava on Earth's surface, we know are igneous rocks. Great job. Run. Now we're to the next one. This one's a little different, okay? That's why I'm going to have you guys do this since we haven't done this before. So this one's going to be called Shout It Out, but you're actually not shouting it out. You're going to be typing it out.
So why don't
So I'm going to click start for the class. There's going to be a question that pops up on your screen. You're going to answer that question. You can respond to that question 3 different times. So answer that question, type it out. I don't want anyone shouting out the answer or sharing it because this is going to be individual. This is going to be like a we do. If you don't know how to spell it, it's not a big deal. Just try the best that you can. Thank you. I know you gotta move, but the question's gonna pop up on your screen. Ready, set,
go?
Oh, if you're at the top of your screen, answer that quietly. Quietly. Just sound it out the best you can. I'm gonna understand. Bruce puts elementary. Okay, Perla, look at you putting all three of them. Metamorphic, elementary, igneous. Amaya put all three too. Igneous, elementary, metamorphic. Nice.
Say my name.
Nice. Okay, guys, look at you.
Wait, got it. It's still on.
You guys are being timed for this. You guys have about 1 more minute to respond. 1 more minute to respond.
Miss Perez, I'm sorry. I tried my best to type it out.
That's okay. Just sound it out the best
I
way
think
we know.
there's a right one.
Everyone should have at least 1 response in. I think that actually.
We're almost right 3 times in a row.
No, you can put it all in one. That's fine. All right, let me just double check that all of you guys have answered this. I think I'm waiting on a couple more to put in a response, okay?
That's okay.
So,
You like my second answer? That's
Oh wait, I did.
yes. And then please
No.
put LED lights.
Let's make
Put the LED
all
lights.
right, guys, let's wrap it up. Who put a smiley face? Y'all are silly.
I put smiley face.
All right, guys, so let's go over this question. It says 3 groups of rocks are classified as, we know the first one is, Sophia, sedimentary. That is one of them. What's the second one? Guadalupe. Metamorphic. What's the third one? Dela. Igneous. Yes, we know those are the 3 classifications of rock. You guys have been doing really well for that. Let's go to the next. Shout it out.
Woo!
Ready? So it's going to be a question on the top. You guys are going to quietly answer this by yourselves, okay?
Why is it called shout?
Ready, set, go! I don't know, ask that question earlier.
What are some properties
Okay.
of rock?
Unless you told me not to.
Perez, is this true?
No, I'll let you guys go ahead and use your notes for your shout it out. I like that. Way to be innovative. You guys can use your notes if you need them. Properties of rocks. We did talk about them in the review. What are properties of rocks? Properties of rocks. Bruce put smooth. Elijah put dull. That's a great one. Guadalupe put rough, smooth, bumpy.
Look at mine.
What? Which one? Oh, well, I gotta read. There's a lot going on. Genesis put shiny, hardness, bumpy. Love it.
I put glass.
There's rough, bumpy, smooth, transparent. Who put that?
Glassy.
Okay. Transparent, glassy, shiny, rough, hard, opaque. And Nina, what are you putting?
I tried to write it up here.
No, that's fine. Transparent is right, but you have a bunch of stuff written afterwards. Yes.
I got it.
Derek, you gotta put it up so I can see it.
I put it.
Yes, how about me? Big or small? Yeah. All right, I think we're missing a couple more that I wanted to touch on. We did, who put it? Oh,
Sharp dark
you guys put color. Who put color? Me. Nice. Yes, love that.
I put sharp.
So did I. Actually, you're just gonna be it's in there.
I'm not a cop.
All right, guys. I really like all the descriptive words you guys put for properties. Someone even put sharp, rough, smooth, bumpy, transparent. I love all the terminology you guys use for our review. So let's go ahead. We're gonna jump into the next one. There's gonna be one more. Thank you. Guys, remember when I'm talking and I'm teaching you guys? That means that you guys aren't typing anymore. Okay? Do I need to move back to this? So can you get your hands off your computer? Okay. So let's go ahead and jump to the next one. This is gonna be the last one before the monster quiz. I already gave you guys a really good review on the monster quiz, so all of you guys should know those answers for the monster quiz, okay? So one more, hang in with me, and we're gonna jump into it. So we're gonna do one more shout it out, and then here, jumping into the monster quiz. Ready, set, go.
Yeah.
There we go.
What is it? Oh,
Like,
oh.
well, a bunch of minerals together form a what? Yeah. So, just do the best that you guys can. Sound it out. Phonetically say it out. Say the phonetics of it out loud so you guys can type it.
But it says the names.
Bruce put diamonds. Elijah put crystals, rocks, pebbles, limestone. Love that. Magma, quartz, rock. So
That's what I put.
limestone, coal, gold. That's a good one. We didn't talk about that one today. We talked about it the other day. Who put gold?
Me.
Nice. Good job, Solomon. Yeah. Good job, Angel. There probably is gold more than one time. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, you did pearl, but gold too, and silver. Okay. No one else has silver.
I put.
Remember, guys, we're doing this all quietly. You
I
guys
put
are
graphite.
only ears up. Remember when you guys are shouting out, I can't hear a bunch of people shouting out. This is why we raise our hands. Solomon raised his hand to tell me that he's the one that put gold on the board. So if you guys have a bunch of other people shouting out, can you think I can hear what Solomon's saying? No, right? So quietly have your hands raised in order for me to call on you. You guys will each get a turn once I call on you. We're gonna quietly finish this last one, okay? So go ahead and put your hands down. We're gonna quietly finish this last one so we can jump into the monster quiz and wrap this whole lesson up. Yes.
I put like I think that's how you say it. It's
Garnet. Garnet, that's a good one. Oh, someone put obsidian. That's a really good one.
Okay.
Obsidian. What kind of rock is obsidian? Who knows what kind of rock is obsidian? Ooh, Guadalupe, your hand shot up. What is it? What kind of rock is obsidian? Igneous. Why is it igneous rock? Why is obsidian igneous rock? Why is it classified as an igneous rock? Genesis.
Because it was made by magma or lava.
Yes, because it was made by magma or lava that was what?
Can I put some, that was hot?
That was hot and is now
Cold.
cold. It cooled down to
can I
harden and formed into igneous. Yes.
I put amethyst.
Amethyst, that's a good one. Those are some birthstones. Remember how you guys can put birthstones? Remember, we're looking at the names of some rocks you know. So I believe my birthstone for October is opal and tourmaline. Opal and tourmaline is actually a type of rock.
We have this in that.
We do. Okay. Yeah. So tourmaline, did you guys know that tourmaline can come in a bunch of different colors?
Yeah, it's like pink.
Yeah, tourmaline can come in a bunch of different colors. So all of these rocks have different properties. All right, you guys did really good on this. We're gonna jump into the monster quiz, okay? We're gonna start this monster quiz all together, okay? Ears up. If you see your neighbor with your ears up, don't you think you should have your ears up? Catch a bubble. If you have your ears up, catch a bubble. Thank you. We're gonna jump into this monster quiz. Half of this monster quiz is multiple choice questions, and half of this monster quiz is true and false questions. Okay? So it's a little mix of both of them. These are all questions I've asked you for the past week or so that we've been going over all of these science lessons, okay? So I'm not asking you guys any questions that you don't already know. So remember, when you take this, believe in yourself, don't doubt yourself. You have 20 seconds to answer each question, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start this. Do you guys have any questions before I go ahead and begin? Tati. That's a good question. It automatically goes.
You have to select something. So you can start.
Okay, all right, let's do groups of 7. Are you guys cool with that?
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you did 16.
Well, like either one.
I am cool. I'm with Amaya, Alexa, and
Alright, so we got mystery boxers, we got the mega melters, we got fire divers, lava slingers, cartoon crunchers, that's a tongue twister. Carton crunchers, snow binders. Alright, we're gonna start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yes. Yeah, you can turn the sound up. I don't know why it always. What is wet? It's only 2 o'clock.
No, it's a mix of them. There's 15 different questions that you're going through. Take your time answering the questions. Remember, we go based off of accuracy, not how fast you answer. Based off of how many you get right, not how fast you answer it. Educated guess. You got a 50-50 chance to answer a false question. Take your time answering these questions, guys. You got 20 seconds. I made it a little bit longer.
I have 9 questions left. I have 8 questions left. I misclicked.
I'm seeing a lot of correct answers on the screen. I like it. Last reminder, it's based off of accuracy, not speed, so take your time. Use up all the time that it gives you. You might, don't doubt yourself.
Miss Perez, I got 99. 14 out of 15. I got 14 out of 15.
I don't know why it says that.
What's 15 minus 9?
Yeah.
No rush, take your time, take your time. Use the time that it gives you. If you are finished, please stay quiet while others are finishing. Go ahead, Glenn. Hurry up for the review, okay?
I finished Miss Perez.
Yes, I know. Just quietly wait for others to finish. Have Naomi and Bruce. What did I ask you guys to do? Quietly wait for others to finish. Boxers catch a bubble. Solomon, catch a bubble. There you go. Alright, but yes, Mystery Boxers did not win because I have to check the accuracy, not how fast you answered it. So let's see, what is the accuracy that you guys did on this quiz?
I got 93.
So Mystery Boxers got 86% correct. Lava Slingers got 70. Snowbinders got 83. Carton Crunchers got 66. Mega Melters got 48. And Fire Divers got 75. So, yes, the winners are Mystery.
Yeah, second place.
Who got second place?
Who's there? Second place was third place.
Second place is Snowbinders.
And third place was us.
And third place is Fire Divers. Nice. Alright, we're gonna go for a quick review to go over these questions since you guys, majority of you guys did really well in this quiz. So let's go over the ones that you didn't get right. Alright, so the first question is, okay, which type of rocks form when magma or lava cools and solidifies? Which one of these can I eliminate? A, B, C, or D? Darren,
A.
why are you eliminating A?
Because sedimentary rocks form in the bottom of oceans.
Correct, yes, you are not going to find sedimentary rocks where there is magma or lava. So we can definitely remove A. What's another I can go ahead and eliminate? How about B? B, metamorphic. Why are you eliminating metamorphic? Yes, it's an existing rock with that is formed by heat and pressure. So it's not just formed from magma and lava, it's formed from heat and pressure. So we can eliminate B. The last one, composite. Did you ever learn about composite?
Yes, but it isn't in science.
What's composite?
Composite
Did I
is,
teach you guys composite?
Go ahead, what's composite?
composite is in math. Composite and prime and composite.
Yeah, but
That's
this
in
is
math,
science. This
not
is
in science. Never.
We're talking about science. We're not talking about math, though. So yes, you know the word composite in math,
But there's
mathematical
nothing here.
in mathematical terms. But in science, I never taught you guys about composite. So you guys should have eliminated that one first.
That's
I
what
never
I
taught you
said.
guys about that. Nor did Mr. Rose teach you about that.
I said.
So we know that it's igneous because we know we can find igneous rocks where there are volcanoes and it's formed by magma or lava when it cools. Number two, where are sedimentary rocks typically found? Which is the first one I can eliminate? Darren. Said B at the top of the mountains. Why are you eliminating B?
And I said B.
Oh, I'm sorry. Volcanoes. Why are you eliminating B?
That's where sediment and igneous rocks form.
Yeah, that's where igneous rocks form. We're not going to find those there. What's another one I can eliminate? What's another one I can eliminate from number two? Michaela. A. She said areas without water. Why are you eliminating A? Yeah, sedimentary rocks are found in the bottoms of oceans, rivers, and lakes. Genesis, can you stay focused for me? Thank you. We're just going to go quickly through this review and we're going to wrap this up before lunch, okay?
Okay.
Number three, what process gradually breaks down rocks into smaller pieces without moving them? Remember what I said, breaking down something. Is that weathering or is that erosion? There should have been only two answer choices you picked when something's breaking down something. Do we think that that's weathering or do we think that that's erosion? I need a few more hands raised, guys. We're finishing up this lesson. We're going to wrap it up, and then we're going to go to lunch. You guys need to put your hands up here. Bruce. Weathering, yes, because I talked about weathering, breaking down something. Erosion has to do with what? Erosion, remember how I talked about weathering is breaking down, erosion is, Darren? Moving something, transporting it. Those sediments are moving. So those are the two main differences between weathering and erosion. So we know we could have eliminated condensation because condensation has to do with the rain cycle, right? So that would have been a really good one to eliminate first. Melting. Does melting anything have to do with the process of breaking down rocks? No. Does rain have any, rain might have something to do with the process of breaking down rocks, but remember, it's asking the process, not the element. So rain was a little trick question I put in there, because rain does break down rocks into smaller pieces, but it's not the process I was looking for. Number 4, which type of rock is formed when other rocks are changed by heat and pressure? We know the rocks that are formed by heat and pressure are named what? Perla. The rocks that are formed by heat and pressure, what's the name of them? Metamorphic rock, yes, good job. So we know we could eliminate igneous rock because those are formed by magma and lava. We know that you find igneous rock in volcanic, so you can eliminate C and D. Sedimentary rocks are formed over time at the bottom of riverbeds by minerals, decaying organisms, things like that. So we know we can eliminate C, D, and B. Metamorphic rock is the only one that makes sense.
Okay.
5, how might water shape Earth's surface over time? Remember, we use a lot, we talked about, so this, the key word for this question is, that might have gotten you guys, is water. I asked you guys how the element water shapes Earth's surface over time. Which is the only one of these that has water? Guadalupe. I can't hear you, Guadalupe. What is it? Yeah, the Grand Canyon is the only one of these that has water. Did you guys realize that? That when we're talking about caves, do you guys think about water? No. When you guys are talking about volcanoes, do you guys think about water? No. When mountains are being created, do you think about water? No. But in the center of a Grand Canyon, what do you find? A river, yeah, water. So how might water shape Earth's surface over time? The Grand Canyon, how long do you think the Grand Canyon took to form? Genesis.
Quadrillions of years.
Well, that's a big number, but yes, it does take a very, very long time to form. All right, number 6, erosion is when wind, water, and ice slowly move rocks or sand from one place to another. So remember how we talked about erosion. I know some of the words I used were transporting, but moving is the same thing as transporting, right? So would this question be true or false? Raise your hand. True or false? True or false? Number 6, Ludin. True, yes, because we know that erosion is moving, which is the same thing as transporting rock, soil, or sand to another place. Volcanoes create sedimentary rocks. Is that true or false? I want a thumbs up for true, thumbs down for false. Thumbs up for true, thumbs down for false. Volcanoes create sedimentary rocks. Is that true or is that false? Waiting on a few more hands. Josiah, waiting for you to participate. Jocelyn, I gotta see thumbs up or thumbs down, please. Okay. All right. Looks like the majority of you guys got this. So yes, volcanoes. Do volcanoes create sedimentary rock? No, they do not. What kind of rocks do they create? Tati. Igneous. Okay, the Earth's surface never changes. Is this true or false? We're gonna finish this out with a thumbs up and thumbs down for the last few questions so we can get to lunch, okay? So thumbs up if it's true, thumbs down if it's false. All of you guys should have your thumbs up because actually the answers are on the board. So yes, thumbs down. We know that the Earth's surface never changes is not true. We know that Earth's surface is constantly changing. Let's see. Wind, water, and ice are all causes of erosion. Thumbs up or thumbs down? True or false? True or false? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Waiting on a few more thumbs. Why is this true, Sophia?
And if you go up to
Yeah, you want to another question to figure this out?
Yeah, that one, on it says erosion is when wind, water, and ice slowly moves rocks down.
Nice. So Sophia used question 6 to help her answer question number 9. Good job. Number 10, magma is molten rock that is found on Earth's surface. True or false? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Quickly, so we can go to lunch. Got about 2 more minutes. Thumbs down. Okay, who can explain to me? Angel, explain to me. Magma is molten rocks that is found on Earth's surface. Why is that false? Yeah, okay, so it's found in volcanoes. Darren?
When magma reaches Earth's surface, it turns into lava.
Yes, when magma reaches Earth's surface, it's actually lava, not called magma. Alright, the 2 processes that shape Earth's surface are weathering and erosion. Is this true or false? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. So you say thumbs down. Why do you say thumbs down? 2 processes that shape Earth's surface are weathering and erosion. Is that true or false?
I thought you were on
Okay.
12.
No, we're not on 12. We're on 11. So we know this is true because weathering and erosion do shape Earth's surface. We went through weathering and erosion a bunch of times, so I'm going to go ahead and skip the explanation. 12. Only humans can shape the shape of the land. Is that true or is that false? Why is that false, Bruce? It says only humans can shape change the shape of the land. Why is that false? Yeah, because elements are not only, or humans aren't the only thing that can change Earth. Elements are too. That's a really good way to think about it. Weathering. Wow, I realized I spelled that wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I realized I spelled that wrong. Whoopsies. Weathering is the breaking down of Earth's materials. We know that is true because we talked about weathering over and over again. We talked about weathering is breaking down materials. 14, erosion is the movement of Earth's materials. We talked about erosion being the movement, which were the 2 key differences between weathering and erosion. Last one, so we can go. We did talk about this during the properties of rocks and the different types of rocks. We know that diamonds are one of the hardest known rocks. We put that as true. Thank you guys so much for participating in my lesson. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Wait, I did not take it up. Take a seat. I want you guys to share with me some of the things that you learned today during today's lesson. Genesis, what is something you learned today?
The difference between erosion and weathering.
Okay, Genesis says you learned the difference between weathering and erosion. Who can share with me something else they learned? Sophia.
Not made of water, I mean from water.
Formed by water. Yes, we know that the Grand Canyon was mainly formed by water. Who wants to share something else they learned today? Amaya. You said what? Oh, birthstone rocks. Yes, you learned about some birthstone rocks. Okay. Who else wants to share? Last one. I'll take one more before lunch. One more before lunch. One more person to participate, and then we can go to lunch.